I really don't know right now. That's kind of up in the air. But as far as like the meetings, I've just been kind of letting these teams know the type of person I am, and just my IQ and all those things. So that's really the topic of conversation with each team. Really just to see what type of person I am. Just to kind of really just see my personality. I think that's the number one thing for me, just to really just kind of develop some bonding in the room with most of the coaches, and just really get to know most of the guys that's going to be making the big decisions. Mm. You talking about with my coaches? Yeah, Coach Saban, he really wanted to add more depth at the inside linebacker position. Originally I was outside linebacker, so I eventually made the big move my junior year in the spring. And ever since then, man, I've been, playing inside linebacker. But Coach Saban, he put a lot of time in me just kind of, getting some extra film work in. Um, as a matter of fact, I was getting film in probably after each practice just to kind of speed up the learning curve so I could, play in fall. And once I started doing that, I just kept doing the same thing headed into my senior year. hmm Absolutely. I mean, the fact that I was able to see a guy play at a high level, and it definitely made my game a lot better. I kind of really knew how to play the game itself, and definitely how to approach a game. So all of my preparation just kind of just fell in place once I learned how to actually make the calls, and then not only that, just play at a high level. Yeah, Ruben has been a guy I've always tried to stay in touch with. He's dealing with his situation right now, but he's definitely a guy that, during the time me and Ruben had a great relationship, and we both kind of try to play and make each other better, even when we were playing next to each other.
Have the teams been asking you if you were 100% when you came back from the groin injury,
hmm
or if you were just out there cutting it out and less?
Yeah, that was definitely one of the topics of conversation, and I just naturally told him I wasn't 100% the whole season, which was me being honest with him. But the fact that I actually had some chances to actually get better now, and have some time off to really rehab on those two groin injuries, I feel a lot better now, and I think that was the number one thing that they wanted to hear.
Did they say they noticed a difference from
Mm.
2016 to 2017 on film?
Absolutely. They said that I definitely improved as far as my ability playing an inside linebacker. I felt like I needed a year up under my belt to really kind of understand the position and how to play the position. So I felt like they definitely saw a big improvement in my playing.
Do you think you were less explosive though
Mm.
than you were in 2016
Mm.
with the groin?
I think the explosiveness was still there. I think the number one thing was me learning the position. I think the mental part about it was what they were more worried about. Could I, you know, lead a group of men, be able to make the calls in the NFL type defense? So that was one of the main things that they wanted to ask. Yes, yes, yes. CJ, every time he comes back to the university, me and him always try to chop it up, and the main thing I always get from him is always just to kind of just take things slow, be patient, knowing that this process is kind of long, but at the same time just enjoy it. And I always kind of try to model my game after him. He's an exceptional linebacker. He plays the game the right way, and that's something that I always want to kind of play like. Yeah, well, at the time when probably my senior year when I really started to get comfortable, me and Sean Dion were really the guys that split the reps. Once Sean Dion got hurt, it was kind of more left up to me to make most of the calls. But I did have some help with some of the younger guys where they were able to make some of the calls as well. So it was really just a learning curve for everybody, man. Just kind of learn how to play with each other. But, most of those calls I was having to make without Sean.